Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm here for our live session for ACC's Coffee Talk. This is Nina Means. I'm the director here for the Fashion Incubator, and we are really excited to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up about what you can expect for the next couple of weeks here. We are really going to focus on primarily our namesake program, which is our Designers in Residence program. So if you've been watching our social media feed, you know that we're in the process of getting ready to launch the new application platform. And so that actually goes live today. So that application is going to be live from today, which is June 7th, all the way through July 11th. So that gives you plenty of time to apply, put in your application. We've seen students from UT. We've seen students from ACC, from various programs, people who are creating their collections in our community and would like some support. We're really excited to be able to bring that to you. So the application goes live today. So we're going to drop the application link in the chat, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the application and the application process and what you can expect going forward. So what we do typically with selecting our designers is really about creating a space where designers can, thank you, Julie, for dropping that in the chat. If you guys are watching us live, you'll get a chance to just click on that link to use our new platform. It just digitizes all of our entries and makes it easier for judging and all that good stuff. So you'll feel a very seamless experience. However, what we want to do is to be able to provide you with kind of a couple of steps that you'll want to pay attention to when you go onto the platform. So what you'll do is the first link is going to have you fill out a form called registration. That is not your full submission. So you'll do the registration form, will just kind of be your basic information, and then it'll prompt you to actually give us your submission. And your submission is where you'll kind of tell us what you want to get out of incubating your brand, building your brand with industry mentors and access to a sample room and all of these kinds of things. The kind of hands-on experience that you'll get working with us in a very structured curriculum. It will give you an opportunity to talk about your collection. What is it that you're making? How do you make it? To upload pictures, to be able to share with us your social media handles and how you're growing your awareness of your brand. So these are all things that you'll get a chance to do in the submission process. We'll also ask you about sales. If you haven't had sales yet, we'd encourage you to try to get some. It really helps you to know what people are willing to pay for your product, but it also helps you to release some of your product to people who are willing to pay for it. We've seen that there's a lot of opportunity with brands who are starting to sell their product for the first time. You're a brilliant maker, you're creating really beautiful product, but you're not comfortable with selling it just yet. And so that may be for a number of reasons. You may be, unsure of yourself, as a designer. You're like, I don't know if people really want to take this, so I'll just give it away. Or maybe you're not sure of the quality. And so you're not really feeling comfortable with having people pay you for what you've created. Or maybe it's just you love it too much and you don't want to see it go. And so you either make the payment too high or too low to not match the quality of what you created or the time that you put into making it. So we're going to help you guys with a lot of that. However, we've seen it work best when you've had the experience of selling something first. And so we really encourage you, whether it's through online, through an Etsy store, at a market, just to have the experience of someone paying you for what you've done. So we'd like to see any sales whatsoever of anything that you've done leading up to your time of applying to the Fashion Incubator. We really do work with early stage brands and businesses. So we understand that this is kind of a new space for you to be developing collection and becoming a fashion house. And so we're not expecting that you have it all figured out or that you're really clear on your business model yet. That's kind of part of the experience. We are expecting that you've at least tried to sell your product and that you're working on creating something that's very commercialized, but we'll be training you and teaching about what it means to go from a concept to a commercial product. That's typically a pretty big step for designers. And so that's something that we'll want to educate you on. So really, our key here is really to see you get educated on, the business of fashion, to incubate, to kind of create and build your brand, and then to accelerate you, to get you out of here. And so we really want to see you guys develop over the course of our program. So a little bit more about the process. So you'll do the registration form, you'll do the submission form, and then the last portion of that process is going to be an interview. So if you clear through the second step, which is the submission, and the advisory board for the ACC Fashion Incubator decides that we would like to actually see you come in or do a virtual interview, we will then send out a request. We'll let you know whether or not you're being requested, but we'll send out a request and let you know that we'd like to interview you. During that interview, what you'll do is you'll prepare a brand deck, and part of the brand deck is part of your application. We want to know more about who you are as a brand, what your aesthetics like, who you're serving, that kind of stuff. And so you'll bring your brand deck and maybe like 5 pieces from your collection to get a chance for the advisory board to get a chance to look through the things that you've done. You'll get a score. We'll share that score with you later. But you'll get a score, and based on those top scores, we will then extend the next spaces for the Designers in Residence program. So you may be asking, well, how many spaces are available? So we have up to 8 new spaces available. We've got 6 brands that are incubated currently, and we've got another 8 studios available. And so those studios will be available for the second cohort. So we don't have to take 8, but we are looking for 8 brands to fill those spaces. So we expect to have a full house by this time next year. But this first cohort will be rolling off next summer. So you'll get kind of some time to be in the space, work in the space, and then kind of move into, a new batch of designers. Because some people have been asking us, are you guys going to continue to work virtually? That is a possibility, but right now what we're recruiting for is for our full incubation. And from our first cohort who started virtually, a lot of their feedback was that they preferred to work in person when, if at all possible. And because of COVID, we really hadn't been able to do that. So they're just now moving into their studios. They're finalizing that process right now, and they'll be moving into their studios. So they'll be riding along with the second cohort. So you'll see some of our first cohort people, still kind of incubating and working through with our second cohort, which I think will make for a really exciting experience for everyone. But that experience is, that's something that we want to make sure that you guys are aware of, is that we have a finite amount of physical space. And so we really want to focus on that because we really know that that's going to drive more value than kind of focusing primarily only on that virtual experience. We'll look at, the possibility of creating more virtual experiences like that in the future. But right now we really do that through our YouTube channel, like these kinds of things, our workshop Wednesdays. So if you're still trying to figure some things out about, what you need to know or what you need to learn, those courses are really good. They're kind of short injections of information. And then the last one that we do is the Macy's course. So Macy's is kind of wrapping up. Now it's a 7-week class. And so that one's a really good highlight overview of what kinds of things do you need to know in order to start your brand. But the Designer in Residence, guys, is really your deep dive. It's 12 months of a structured curriculum that's going to take you from business operations to validating your business model to working on your collection and refining how you create your product. We'll be able to introduce you to a lot of fashion technology that you may not have seen before. It's going to really transform the way that you're able to go into your brand, into your business. So we're really excited about what that potential has in store for you. So the applications are open now, and they will be open until July 11th. And then you will hear from us no later than August 6th regarding interviews, and we will be able to get everyone situated in the fall. So you would be expecting to start late September, early October for cohort 2. So that would run 12 months, and it would include the studio space, access to the sample room, and getting a mentor. And so you'll have someone who's dedicated to supporting you, checking in with you regularly, in addition to the courses that you'll have to learn more about the fashion business. So guys, we really know that this is going to transform what you're able to do, and we're really excited about being able to bring that to you here really soon. So we've dropped the link in the chat. It's on the Judgify platform, and it is ACCFI cohort 2. So we did it Roman numerals. So it looks like it's 2. So cohort 2 is live today. So we will see you guys soon. Definitely reach out to us if you have any questions. fashion.incubator@austincc.edu is the best way to get a hold of us. And we will catch up with you guys soon. All right, let us know if you need anything. We'll definitely be checking those emails quickly and turning back around those answers as fast as we possibly can. We've got quite a few people who've expressed interest in the program. And so you'll either be hearing from me directly or from someone from our team. So I definitely looking forward to seeing all these amazing applications, and we will catch up with you guys soon. All right, take care.